Wizard.
Yo. What up? What up? Evening. Look out there before we get started. So, bit of a later stream than usual. Busy week. Busiest day. Knock some things out of the way. So we're just gonna vibe out the main menu for a little bit. Ooh. My boy's spitting. Oh man. Always remember this, folks. You work to live, you don't live to work. Not let this work and life shit stress you out, yo. Hey. The first ride, Deadman, Poshoire, Taiseki, don't let's do catch a lie, Daft to keep it a extra square, on Pisholo Hatsuma, certain measurement realize, Ugokodo, Kokorochi, Kotoba Kasana Tokunari, Kazagayami, Mizugasumi, Tsukiga Utsuri, touch the mark, Okuno Oku Kiku, in your water, Hikari to Kage, Zen to Ak, Sozosu, Sora to Umi, Oborogena Yuhi. ジャガのブランデミック因果確保結果決める立場考え異なる相手耳を持たずに己が信じる正義だけ振りかざす悪分断加速煽りスパイス憎しみの思考言論行動時空の彼方鼓動愛へ Don't stop, don't quit ぶっ放すマシンガー Don't stop, don't quit アタックぶっ飛ぶ銀河誰のものでもないお前こそがお前のもの他の誰でもないお前こそが主人公 Don't stop, don't quit
For myself 愛す家族守るこの体日々の生活途中道中術を磨く練り込む技ワンツーデッマン死に際今はの気は死ぬわけにはいかない心が体を操縦する魂は血は筋肉踊りえぐり込む
Low-key fire. So, about to get started in a little bit. Got some things to talk about today as well. Gaming related stuff. More or less with the state of play from earlier this week. But without further ado, without further introduction, we'll kind of talk about that as we go. But I have some thoughts and opinions on this week's state of play from Sony. Saw some things I liked, some things were kind of like lukewarm. Let's get into some gaming. So, picking up where we left off, we fought. But we just beat the second boss of this game. Go talk to. Yeah.
Romeo. Oh, fine then.
Hey, what up?
Thank you for joining.
Understood.
So picking up from where we left off last time, it's been 2 days because this week has just been busy as all hell. You know, like I said, you work so that you can live. You don't live to work. Don't let this life shit burn you out, because it will. It definitely will if you let it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, life is such that, you know, we are at the mercy of the people that we allow to make certain decisions for us, for better or worse. But we can see how well that's been working out lately. But like I said, I'm not going to go down that whole rabbit hole. But if you know, you know. And we all know. But seeing the state of play that I wanted to talk about earlier this week for PlayStation was all right. I mean, I saw some things that were there that were showcased that caught my attention. Some of it was kind of lukewarm. Some of it was disappointing. Some of it I already kind of knew. It was all right. Most of the state of plays that Sony and PlayStation puts out, they're kind of like mid, and they rehash a lot of stuff, and I get it. I get why they do it, because these companies, they have to invest some form of or some level of their budget into promotion or time slots on pre-planned live streams like this, so you're going to see a lot of the same shit that they've been talking about for like the last month, few months to a year, you know. So I get it, you know. But with that being said, I'm curious to see what they do with the John Wick game. That looked interesting. Hopefully it doesn't suck, because most games that are based off of movies tend to not be that great, and also vice versa. You know, shows based off of games tend to be average to below average. It's archived out there on PlayStation's official channel, but they probably went ahead and just took the trailers and just started splitting them off the stream, that way you can watch whatever you want to watch. But they had a lot. It was a little over an hour worth of stuff. But they have they were making the first 3 God of War games. TC Carson is coming back to reprise his role as Kratos, younger Kratos. And you know, I already mentioned John Wick. Marathon, we'll see how that goes. Tharos, from the people who made Returnal, that roguelike third-person shooter type game. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm a little bit it's kind of like bittersweet, because like they showcased another updated trailer for Resident Evil 9.
Okay.
And everyone, including myself, we were just kind of like, okay, maybe they might give us a demo. Nope. So I guess, you know, Capcom is staying true to their word that they will not be released. This is the first Resident Evil title, Capcom title, that they put out that doesn't have a demo, but everything else before that did. I mean, hell, even Pragmata had a demo, and Pragmata comes out in another like 2 months, and that had a demo. You know what I'm saying? And they're technically still working on that. So I'm like, so why is Pragmata the exception, but Resident Evil can't get one, and the game comes out in 2 weeks from today? Yeah, it's a little strange. Every other game that they have ever put out had a demo, with the exception of Resident Evil 9 and Dragon's Dogma 2, and of course Monster Hunter, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's only weird in the fact that they had preview code and a demo for people to play at the Gamescom and all the other gaming events that were last year, and I'm like, well, why can't the public get a little something to kind of, you know, hold them over until the game drops? But then, you know, life isn't always fair, I guess. I'm still getting it regardless. That doesn't go, that goes without saying,
Okay.
you know. But if you're a content creator, you know, a big content creator, you always get priority. That's just how it be. You know, we're going to get the game eventually. The game is literally around the corner. I just got to get through the next 2 weeks of, you know, work-related BS to get to it, because work is only getting crazier as far as what they're asking of us and stuff like that. But I'll get in, maybe one of these days I'll kind of have a bit of a life talk stream, you know. We'll see. This channel is still going to be mostly gaming related, because like I said, I want people to kind of come through and just unwind and decompress and not think about life for a little while. You know, just kind of have a little bit of fun, a little bit of humor, and just get away from stress for a bit. But I'm going to be streaming at day one. I already got the day off on that Friday that it drops. I was trying to get off that following Monday so I could have, you know, 4 days uninterrupted to kind of go through it. But you know what? A 3-day weekend to get a good taste of the chunk of the game is still not that bad. I want to no life the hell out of it, though. I already know that for a fact. Because my record of playing through the original GameCube version of Resident Evil 4, for those of my homies that know, I played that game a little too much when I was younger. A little too much. One of my proudest and also my not so proudest achievements that I played through that game so many times on GameCube. Yeah, it was bad. I had a problem. Because I think what it was at the time is that there were so many games out there that weren't like the way that it was as far as its formatting, its gameplay, and all that stuff. So maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, I mean, I fucking love that game. I will say that to this day, Resident Evil 4, the original game on GameCube, definitely has a very special place in my heart. Because gameplay, the atmosphere, the intensity, and, you know, it kept that same momentum all the way through. All the way through. Amazing. So where are we at here? We're at some kind of state. Is this where my boy lives, in some kind of pocket dimension? This.
Please come in.
Righty then.
Have a seat on the sofa in the back.
Have a seat on the sofa in the back.
Grandpa, I got a really bad feeling about this.
Please,
Not too
make
shabby.
yourself at home here. I'll bring some tea.
Bro, you're a little creepy. He's dead inside. So this isn't going to be like a terribly long stream because I started this a little bit later than I had intended to, but I still, you know, wanted to put something out there, you know. And I still got to make edits to the last live that I did 2 days ago. So expect some stuff from that in the next day or so. But it's like I've been saying in the past, I want to do this as much as possible and grow this channel as much as I can. That way I don't have to work a goofy day job. anymore. You know, it's just like you wake up one day, and this isn't just me specifically, but I'll just attribute this to just my personal experience. When you wake up one day and you realize that you've wasted 10 years of your life doing something that you thought would be secure, and you thought that was going to last you as far as a career is concerned, and you just realize that you have next to nothing to show for it but a little bit of money that you made, and that's pretty much it, you know, because they're paying you what they think you're worth. You know, it kind of sucks the motivation out of you, you know. Play by their rules, by their standards, always changing. In years of my life, I appreciate it. I hope it does too. But at this point, just starting off doing this, I don't really have much anticipation for anything beyond what I'm doing, because I'm doing something and it's what I want to do that pertains to what I love to do, you know, which is gaming, socializing, you know, entertaining, you know. So I'm trying to think of that Bruce Lee quote because I have it saved somewhere, and I'll kind of paraphrase it. But you know, one of my favorite Bruce Lee quotes is, and like I said, it's not word for word verbatim, but he basically says something along the lines of, a goal is not necessarily a target. A goal is not necessarily a target that you have to necessarily hit. It just serves as something for you to aim at, which means that you look ahead and you see what you want your goal to be. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to hit that goal, but head in the trajectory towards it. And then you're going to land where you were meant to land, as long as you continue to put the time, energy, and effort and consistency into doing it, and you're passionate about it. That's the most important thing, you know. And I don't want to be one of those content creators, streamers that just puts out content because it's popular with everybody. If I already know that I'm not going to enjoy doing it, I'm not going to do it just because everyone else might like it, because that's their thing, you know. If that's how everyone else wants to do it, cool, you know, that's their business. But for me, I find it better when myself and the audience that chooses to engage with what I do both enjoy it, and then you can enjoy it together, you know. So I'm not just going to sit here and play something just because it's popular or everyone is doing it. I'm like, I don't care about none of that, bro. I don't really follow the crowd anyway with anything that I do. I march to the beat of my own drum. And if, you know, interest in line that I happen to like what everyone else likes, then cool, it worked out that way. But other than that, you know, I'm not a hype train type of dude. I've never been that way, ever, you know. And I'm not one of those guys, oh well, if you don't like it, then something's. I'm like, no, like what you like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people would be like, oh, you never did this or that. I'm like, no. Even for as long as I've been alive, I haven't done everything. I don't know everything, you know. There's a lot that I do know, there's a lot that I don't know, and not everybody likes what I like, and you know, I don't like what everyone else likes. You know, if something is overhyped that people think that I'm into, cool, fair enough. And if I feel the same way, cool, fair enough. But I'm not averse to trying things at least once within reason. Just to see, you know, what it might be like, you know, because you never know from the outside looking in unless you actually try it. So I'm not averse to doing that. But besides that, you know, I mean, I just do my own thing. It worked for me for years, you know, plain and simple. I don't know how else to really spin that shit to you. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't care. Life is too damn short. Way too damn short. You know? I mean, hell, even the game that I'm playing now, I wouldn't even necessarily say that this is, you know, everyone's niche or cup of tea, because it's so specific as to what kind of a game this is, and this
is the final program.
Got a little bit of a blend of everything, you know.
Try to survive the examination.
Puzzles, mini games, retro references and stuff like that, hack and slash, you know. So it is what it is, man.
Okay, I get it.
Then the next time I go live, it might be something a little bit different. It might be more Neo 3 because I gotta finish that. What the hell is happening right now? This... Oh boy. What is this?
I'm supposed to fight this? So I take down the bony giant and finish the test.
Alright.
I'm gonna smash you to bits.
That is a cool ass sword, though. I didn't think they were gonna throw me into a fight like right out of the gate, my boy. Oh, I gotta jump over that shit. Getting a little fucked up. Oh. I gotta remember that I'm also playing this shit on hard mode. What you about to do with that, bro? You summoning ads. Hello. Damn. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting fight. Another. Probably one of the gnarliest death scenes I've ever seen in any kind of game. It's like, let's take a wax dummy head and just hit it with a bunch of heat.
This is the final program.
And just see what happens to it.
Please.
This shit.
Giant?
This game is something else, but I'm having fun playing it though.
I'm gonna smash you to bits.
Boy took his arm off and just threw that shit at me. Oh, okay, I dodged that. Nice. What you about to do with that? Oh, okay. So that's what hit me that one time. Let's see. Yeah. Gotta jump over that shit. Oh shit. That, oh wow. This shit's kind of punishing a little bit. Why am I fighting this thing? Am I being tested? Because this dude
Final
Giant and finish the test.
is interesting.
I'm gonna smash you to bits.
Alright, so don't stand in that shit. Lesson learned. Alright, yeah, so when he telegraphs his leg like that, just jump. This is gonna be one of those games where like once you get upgrades to kind of balance out the difficulty curve, starting off in the hardest difficulty. See it's kind of leveling out a little bit. There we go, but I got his pattern figured out. Check and mate, buddy. As Neon would say, Resident Evil 6. Mercenaries mode. Dead. Kill. And I got a bastard seed.
Yeah.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. Matter of fact, you know what I might do, just to kind of jump on the hype train for this, not for this game, but just jump on some hype train. I'm gonna go back and I am going to do another Resident Evil playthrough, but it's going to be Resident Evil 6 with Leon's campaign specifically. I think that's what I'll do, and that'll be like a little lead up for. You know what? I might actually do it the week of the release of Resident Evil 9. Because that was the last mainline title that he was in until 9. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I might try to get one of my buddies to join in on that too. Because I was supposed to have a certain somebody who's not in here right now, but he was in here. He was like, yeah, you want to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 6 and Resident Evil 5? I ain't hear from that motherfucker for over like a month or so after he said that shit. I'm like, bruh, like, why did you ask me if you're not even going to be around? Wasted my damn time.
Apparently
Like, he came in here one day, was like, yo, we should do a playthrough of Resident Evil 5 and 6. Oh, I was like, cool. And then one of my boys was like, you don't even have that shit on PC. I'm like, then why did he ask me? I'm like, why did he ask me? You don't even have the game on the platform that I'm trying to play this shit on. I don't know. That's my boy and all that. He just annoys the fuck out of me sometimes. I'm like, come on, man. But what would friends be if they didn't annoy the shit out of you sometimes? You know? Because my homies definitely annoy the fuck out of me. That's for sure. God damn it. Can't take them nowhere.
Thanks.
Trial room. Test your skills with boss rematches. Oh. You can refight bosses? Is there any other benefit to refighting the bosses though? The amount of emerald flows into participate if you defeat the enemy within a certain time. Emerald flows will return with a. Oh, okay. If you defeat the enemy but exceed the target time, the amount you pay will be returned as is. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a boss time attack. So the faster you beat the boss, you get a return on your investment of. Oh. But if you die, you lose everything. The more you know. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, but enough about me though. I know you are wrapping up your semester in school, so hopefully that's been going well for you. Meant to ask you about that earlier. Because I know you said you'll be done your semester soon, and then you'll be able to, you know, just kind of have a bit more freedom to spread your wings and fly. Romeo, wow. Smooth is always good. I wish I could say the same thing for work, but at least I'm doing something. So what's your plan after the semester is done? What you got going on as far as just life related things? Where are we going? Oh, here. Are you talking to you?
Huh?
For reals?
Huh?
Okay.
He's 24.
No. Romeo.
Yep, hand off to deputy director. I will do that. Thank you.
Grandpa.
Low-key, I plan to work just some boring ass office job for good money. If it doesn't work, fuck it, I'll try something else.
Romeo.
Yes. while you're still young. I mean, I'm still young, but you know, locking into something for 10 years that you think is going to be your career because you went to school for it, apparently was just not the move for me that I wanted it to be. I mean, and that's not even to say that I even feel entitled to anything, but I'm like, come on, yo, if I gave you mofos close to a decade of my life, and I don't make terrible money doing what I do, but I should be making a little bit more based off of the field that I'm in. And then also, I mean, I am getting a pay bump because of the added responsibility that they're doing with the job title change that I'm going through. Because, long story short, I guess the only perceivable silver lining to the fact that I can't even sit here and say that it's silver lining because it sucks because people are still jobless, but I'll just kind of just put my thought together in a way that is going to get to the point of what I'm trying to, you know, say or convey here. But the silver lining to all this is, while they downsized a lot of stuff and they kind of just consolidated everything, the people that are still left over are now getting a job title change with a bit more added responsibility and, yes, definitely a bit more workload. But excuse me, there is going to be a pay bump that will come with that. How much that's going to be, I don't know, but I always keep my expectations low. I'm like, hell, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'll probably get paid like maybe like $1 more than what I'm getting now, which, like I said, it's something. But overall, I mean, you know, we'll see. Maybe they might surprise us, but I mean, ultimately, I'll say this: the passion that I have for doing what I've been doing for that long has kind of faded a little bit, and now I'm just like, you know what? I'm kicking myself because I should have been doing this a long time ago, or I should have been doing this alongside of what I was doing for my main gig. But, you know, hindsight 2020, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and no point in dwelling on the past and regretting what you coulda did versus what you shoulda did. While you still have the ability to do something now, just worry about that. Let's see what we get from the roulette. Expressionless Brent. He looks cool. Fusion. But yeah, I mean, do what you can while you're still able to do what you do at the age that you are, you know? That's all that I can really say. Don't let this work shit consume you. We all need to work to live, but like I said, you know, you work to live. You don't live to work. Do not let your career consume you, and learn from the mistakes of the ones that came before you as well. Oh, what's up, KB? What's up, Sir Brown, Sir Brizzle? Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. I'm surprised you're up this late. I don't never see you up this late, bro. But then I guess because of your hours, you can be up a little bit later than usual. Cause yeah, when I got that message from you at like damn near almost 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, he's still up? I'm surprised he's still awake. But good to see you, man. I appreciate you popping in. so we can fuse. Okay. How y'all about to fuse? Oh. That wasn't a fusion. That was just full-on assault, bro. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fair. Say less. I'm still waiting to see because my job title is gonna be changing soon, and before you got in here, I was kind of briefly touching on that. Hate smartphones, Sarah. Don't know what any of this means, but you know what, fuck it, I'll go with it. But yeah, I mean overall, they say that I'm supposed to get like a pay bump for my job role change. Don't know how much more I'm gonna be making, but I'll tell you right now, it'll probably be the money that I was supposed to be making while I still had my old role before I got trained for this new one. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I have a job. That's the most important thing. But like I said, I want to try to continue to do this as much as I can. As much as I can. That way I don't have to work a day job anymore. Because, you know, working for the man is no longer the plan. Yeah, sometimes it takes a few career shifts for you to end up where you think you want to be. You know, just don't have the passion to do what I'm doing for my current gig right now because it's just a soul-sucking endeavor, and it's just like the most disingenuous shit. Like I have to be somebody who they want me to be. I have to be who they want me to be to a certain extent, and I don't feel like that I can really be myself. You know? It's like I have to be this diluted version of myself. You know? And you and I worked at the same gig too, bro, so you know this. You had already been there for a couple of years at that point. So you already know. And then you had even more pressure on you being in a sales position, which is one of the hardest positions to work in that company, or for any company for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So like, to be able to do something and be yourself, that shit hits different. I honestly, I think that pays in and of itself, bro. Feel me? Having to wake up every single day and put on a mask and, you know, deal with some shit that you just don't want to have to deal with, you know, that's just customer service in general. So, I mean, at this point, I'm already preaching to the choir, but you get it. I mean, being able to work from home still, is still a blessing because you save so much money. I save so much money working from home. So, I mean, there definitely were positives to this whole situation. And I still consider myself lucky considering the circumstances that I was faced with a few months ago, you know?
Romeo!
I almost didn't have a job. I love that splash screen. Romeo. But yeah, I mean, save money on gas. Mainly it's money on gas in the commute. That's really what I've been saving money on. And then, like, you know, when you're not when you're not out and about, there's less of a temptation to have to buy shit that you don't really need because you're always here. I'm always here. You know, I only go out unless I have to or if I, you know, want to, and, you know, a little bit of cabin fever sets in. But I am definitely over this cold weather. I mean, the weather's been pretty mild this week, so it hasn't been like, you know, ass-bitingly cold this whole week. It's been tolerable as opposed to being in, you know, in the single, you know, the low teens to single digits and whatnot. But either way, I'm still just ready for spring and summer. I just want the warm weather. I want the heat. I want the sun, you know. My ideal temperature is when it's between 65 to 75 degrees. More power to you. Walking her to, yeah, I can only imagine. Only imagine. Sixty-five to 75 is chilling. It's not too hot. You know, the highest maybe 80. You know what I mean? But 65 to 75 is like the sweet spot for me. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to blast the AC between those temperatures. But while this winter breeze, well, this winter, whatever the hell this was, this winter front that we had, this Arctic front that we had that came through for like the last month. We don't need one of those, and we don't need any kind of heat wave either. You know, you mess around and have it be so hot that your tires will be glued to the damn pavement. You know what I'm saying? I want to scan the fragment universe. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Down, left, right. There we go. It's like playing a game of Pong with yourself. Shopping mall. Palace Athene. Dimensional Seer. Okay. Steer the ship towards the singularity. They still do donuts with dad, bro? 30 some odd years later, they still do. Damn. Bro, that's how you know we that's how you know we're getting old, bro. I remember donuts with dad. I remember that. Oh man, so they still do the munchkins. Wow. How does it feel to be on the other side of that, bro? How it feel to be on the other side of that, John, bro?
Agent Romeo.
That's crazy work, man.
Registered. Registered.
Okay, so I use the right thumbstick to scan for debris. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. So I feel you.
I've got a visual on the dimensional seer.
Prepare to fire eternal sleep.
You got to do what you got to do. Wait, what? Bro, the strange thing is I see people from when we went to high school, but they still living at their parents' house. I mean, that's not a shock. So who excuse me. So who did you run into that we still know? I mean, we got people in their 40s and 50s that still have to move back in with their parents, bro, because of how chopped up shit is out here right now. But who did you run into that you recognize, man? Just out of curiosity. 'Cause I didn't rock with a whole lot of people back in high school, but I still knew a lot of names and faces and whatnot. So, one of whom we know personally, but that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Also living, having kids, all that stuff. It's a lot of factors. I don't have no judgment at the end of the day, because everybody's situation is different. Like unless you were just out here making goofy ass decisions with your life, outside of that, I can't call it. All things considered, I'm surprised that I'm still even able to live on my own. I don't have, having no kids, being able to live on my own and still affording to do what I can still do recreationally. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you like this. If I was making like another 5, maybe 10 grand a year, I'd be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? If I was making like an extra 5 to maybe 10 grand a year, I'd be cool. Warning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes to show you that life don't really pan out the way that you expect it to. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Tomorrow, I'll probably try to get something started a little bit earlier in the day. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, because trust me, I have a social battery sometimes. So I felt that. Trust me. No, recharge. Believe me. I take time to recharge from work. Because that shit drains my social battery. Talking to dumbass people for 8 hours out of the day drains me mentally. And I have to recharge my wall outlet and plug back in. I feel you. I do. Yeah, you take care. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, side note, I'm surprised I even had the energy to even want to do this tonight, because I almost was going to just hold off and just do this tomorrow, because today was just, I don't know, today was a lot. We have to adjust to so much so quickly, and we're getting a crash course on things that we should have gotten trained on like months in advance to make this as smooth as possible. But like I said, I'm not saying anything that we don't already know. It's all work related stuff. Yeah, it's Friday. I always say this: if you were able to make it to the end of the week you had a solid week. You know, we all have rough days, we all have bad days, but you know. But I'm doing what I'm doing now. Trying to put some, you know, creative energy out there into the world and connect with people, you know, that are in the same boat as me. And just try to find ways to have some fun despite all the nonsense that's happening today, you know? Like, that's why I don't really watch the news as much as I used to, because it's just like, you know, every damn day is something negative. Just like, that shit is so draining, man. You know, I'd be like, don't even send me TikToks or any social media about. I'm like, you just, because like I don't care anymore. I just don't. There ain't nothing that ain't nobody going to tell me or talk about that's happening in the world that I don't already know. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. I know about it. Let's talk about something else. Exactly. Because all this negative shit, it just drains. It just drains you, man. It sucks the soul out of you. You know, I get it. You know, we got to wake up and face reality eventually. I'm aware of that. I face it. We face it every day. I've accepted that. So now this is how I offset the bullshit. Yeah. You know, if you ever decide to get back out there, you already know what you got to do, what you would be doing. It'd be some creative shit like this or whatever, you know, you resonate with. That's why I do what I do. My whole feed and algorithm is nothing but games, music, movies, and entertainment. I stay out of the politics. I stay out of the drama. It don't serve me. It don't benefit me. You know, to know these things, I don't care. You know, if that's what other people want to indulge in, you know, that's fine. That's your right and freedom to do so. I just choose not to at this point. Yeah, PC, consoles, PC tech, hardware, you know, I'm an enthusiast, you know. All that good stuff. The world is full of enough negativity as it is, man. Romeo.
This is horrible.
Oh, damn.
May I help you?
I'm here to see the mayor, Juliet.
Do you have an appointment?
No, not really.
Well then, please follow me to the world of the Reaper.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But what's important is that, you know, at least we're doing as well as we can do, you know. And, you know, I'm not saying anything revolutionary here. I'm not saying anything different, but we understand the fact that life is always going to be challenging. Life, this life shit is not easy. You know, it's just not. We're out here bringing guns. Work blew your back out. I don't, brother, my brother in Christ. I am right there with you. Out here getting a harsh reminder as to why, you know, just what this does. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, after work, I took probably one of the best naps. I probably took one of the best naps, my boy. So, trust me. Naps are a good way to recharge your brain. Perfect stress relief. You know, when I was a kid, they were like, yo, it's nap time. I'm like, yo, man, I was an idiot. Like, naps are wonderful, man. What the fuck was in my biscuit back then? Not liking naps. Negative dancer. Castor seeds. Yeah, be kind, be realistic, you know, be understanding. But also on top of that, also be accountable. You know, control what you can control and be accountable. You don't gotta be perfect, just be better. You know, golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, you know. Shit that our parents taught us or that our parents should have taught us, because some of y'all had parents that didn't teach you nothing, and you know that's their fault, not yours necessarily. You know, your parents model right and wrong for you when you're growing up, but some of y'all parents just be, I don't know. I'll be hearing stories and I'll be like, how? You know, but we're not gonna get into all that. I'm just saying it for the sake of the conversation. Who the hell is blowing my shit up? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that, I see. Okay, I got you. I is like, chin. Huh?
Ooh, Mom's curry would sure hit the spot.
Okay, so this is a case of the more things change, the more they stay the same. I got you. Okay.
What are you standing around for?
I see. All right. Hopefully you're feeling better, brother. Hopefully you had a good nap, because I sure did. My brain was fried, torched, blitzed, poached, sauteed. Insert generic terminology for being cooked. Whoa. Okay. Just missed me by a damn hair. It's locked. That's not. So it looks like we're starting to make a little bit of momentum. Happy about that. Boy. Yeah. Yeah. What's he? Yeah. Okay. Just like I said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Just because you grow up doesn't mean you grow out of shit. Certain shit, for better or worse. But I felt that. Felt that. Hey, it ain't my life. Having a sidebar conversation with Simone is kind of giving me an update on some life things, some people that we used to know. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah. I'll just leave that right there on the table, right where it's at. I don't think I'm only worried about what I'm doing at this point. I don't care, bro. Ain't got shit to do with me, brother. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, don't sneak up on me like that, bro. Weren't you just the lady that was telling me to follow you? This is why I don't trust you, man. Follow me this way to the world of the Reaper. You still alive, bro? So that's clear. Just doing some casual exploring. Fine. Oh, we're gonna keep pushing forward. Work hard, play hard. Right here. Ingredients. Okay. We're moving. Onward to the mayor's office. Whoever that may be. Vishnu. Yeah. What is it right now? It is 12:10. Yeah. Hit me up tonight. Phone going off, Discord going off. Yeah, that's all you can really do, right? Indeed. Like I said, it ain't my life.
Yeah.
Happy with what I got. Not here to draw comparisons. We gotta navigate this shit the best way we know how. You know what I'm saying? No competition, no comparisons. Live your life. And be happy with what you got. If you're happy with what you got. Right now, I'm doing what I love. Ain't making no money at it yet, but I'm doing what I love. All that I care about. Always remember that this is how you progress through the stages, through these little EVs. Eyes get really dry at night for some. See if I can enhance what I got now. Sentry. Red gear cannonball. Actually, no. Some. Debris. Oh, okay. So that turns into green sentry. That turns into red sentry. I get to pick what I want to allocate for either or from space debris. My brain's waking up. That's what that means. All right, facts. Shall we continue? Hello. So you're the culprit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. So these guys gotta definitely die first.
Danger. Danger.
You bloody summer!
Damn, all that from one hit?
Looks like it's over. Keep your wits about you.
Lachlan is coming.
Bloody summer is ready to go. Here comes the rockers! Oh yeah! That's right!
That works. It's this way.
Danger. Danger.
4?
Dead.
This is a good thing my aim doesn't suck.
No hesitation! Bloody summer!
Turn this setting back. So all these doors have symbols on them. Something. This is where I have to go. But a little bit later.
No hesitation! It's working!
Only been live for an hour and a half. Okay. Might go for like 2 hours. This don't gotta be a terribly long stream. Yeah. Deadman. I'm a dead man. What does this even do? Oh. It's not open. Love how when they put different kind of food items in this game, it makes you want to have that food. Keep picking up Mango Lassie. I was like, yo, I'm about to order some Indian, bro. Why do games do shit like that? They just plant a seed in your brain, like, yo, let's put some shit in here that you might want to actually eat, and you actually want that. I can make my own. That's what I'll do. Make my own stuff. Those magic spell ends at 12. The clock hands to the left, hitting the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a it's a safe combination. So left 12, right 9. I want to go back in here though. Okay, so you travel from reality to dimensional subspace and then get more collectibles. I understand. Maybe I can open this now. I'm starting to understand how this works now.
Yeah.
You have to balance the frequency. Alti Lassie. Thanks. Where I have to go. So, tell you what, I'll go ahead. We can cut this one a little bit short because I can see where we have to go. What we will do, put this here, and probably pick this back up again tomorrow. It's a bit earlier. That's what I'll do. Right. Now, let's wind it down and wrap it up. The evening. And then back to it tomorrow, probably like mid to late afternoon. Definitely earlier than this though. But for those of y'all that tuned in, I really appreciate it. Definitely wanted to get this started a little bit sooner, but yeah, I had to recharge, had to reset. So without further rambling from me, thanks for tuning in, dropping in, and see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.